Hi guys, how are you doing? Hoping that you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. It's Shaz McKenna here. I am always glad to have you. In this channel, this season, we're looking at the 21st generation missiles. These are the things that are missing in our generation. And in this generation, we're living the kind of life that we're living because of the things that are missing out. That is why you see people behaving the way they are. That is why you see people doing the things the way they are doing. And today, guess what, guys? I have got a surprise for you. I was just walking in campus and I bumped into one of my best friends, and I was like, "Guy, let's do this and try and show these things to these great people of ours." So, guys, he is my dear friend. Karibu sana. Ken, yes, how are you? I'm good. Introduce yourself to my friends and tell them who you are and how you're doing.
Yeah, thank you for this chance.
You're welcome.
I'm Ken. I feel good to meet you. This shares my friend that we have been interacting for a long period of time.
True, true.
And I feel nice when we are together with you. Wow. Especially right now, we are handling the things that are affecting the 21st generation.
True, true.
Yeah, we can find out, we try to see and figure out things that are leading us to miss out in different areas that we can help many youths to get accommodated to the right things that they can help them stand in their lives.
Wow, thank you. Guys, that's my friend. Those are the kind of friends that I have, so I'm glad to have you, Ken. Yeah. So I would like to inquire from you and hear from you. What is that thing that you think that is really missing in this generation, in this season?
Okay, in this generation, the most thing that we are missing out, especially the youth, we are missing out in the field of inspiration.
Wow.
The inspiration that we are going into, we don't have that thing that we should be getting into. We don't have that content, that information about inspiration. We are getting, at times we are getting inspired by even things that we cannot know or trace where they are from, things that are not, we don't know. Even people that are inspiring us at most of times, yeah, sure, we cannot describe them well. Hatuwezi jua wanatoka wapi, hatuwezi jua background za kwao. We are just getting up to things, tunaangalia vile people are dressing, and we are like, this person is nice. Tunasikia sauti, maybe in music we get people are singing, and we are just inspired by those voices, but we don't want to know at the back of tent what is happening in these persons.
All that. Thank you very much. He has talked about inspiration. Wow, inspiration is a very nice thing. And one of the things that he has mentioned is music, And I'm one of the people that love music. Do you love music?
I love music.
Wow, which is your favorite music right now?
Right now, I like the worship songs, the slow motion, I like them.
By the way, guys, these are great worshippers here. Don't joke around with my friends. We do worship and we great worshippers. So worship is the music that he loves. I also love worship so much, worshiping God. Sure. But before we came into worship, there's the kind of music that we were listening to, by the way, for your information.
You've eaten the point.
Right. So before you came into worship, what were you listening to? I'm going to give you mine right now.
My friend. This was a bit serious. Those days before I found my way to music, I was that person who say bongo.
Bongo, that's my thing too.
Hip hop music. To some extent, I was a dancer,
Can you dance to them? Anyway, okay.
I just forgot the moves instantly, but at that time, a dancer, hip hop music, reggae, bongo. At times I came to reggae. I like the man like Dube, that according to the prophet of reggae.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So guys, you see, this great friend of mine here, before he got into worship, there is the kind of inspiration that he was getting through the music of bongo, reggae, and all that. Personally, here, let me tell you my story. I also love, I love worship so much. I can even dig deep into worship. But before then, I was a very good lover of bongo music, as you are. So I used to listen to Kina Diamond, Kina Lava, Kina Harmonize, Kina Hawa to what I have not forgotten that because mind inaeka vitu kwa akili. So I use
which is that music that
anyway, let me tell you
one you can remember.
Okay, one that I can remember, there's this song used to say Bado, So I used to listen. Yes, Bado Japan. Oh, you get it. So I used to listen to this kind of music, and I was like, they used to inspire me, by the way. They used to feed my mind until I became a person who is absorbed in that music. Actually, if you can interact with my family, they could tell you I could sing the songs and behave as the songs were doing, because they are all about love songs. So I would go looking for love from friends. That is by then nilikuwa na boyfriend. Nikwambie tu kweli. Na ilikuwa after function after class 8. So you know the music is all about love, you know.
Sure.
So I was like, now that it's talking about love, I need someone to love, you know. So I went looking for love, and the world is funny. I found love. I started dating a guy who is a class 8 also. Alikuwa amemaliza class 8 by then. And you know, so that is what inspired me in that music. Like I felt like I should love someone, and I found myself bumping into love when I was so immature. But you know what? I came and met some people, some kind of Christianity form that transformed me. So I want to hear, how did you get out of the bongo reggae thing back into the worship music? And then now let's see how this worship music, you know, it has molded you to be. But you look very nice today, you know, very cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So tell us, how did you get out of bongo and those reggae back to worship? And let's see.
Okay, as per my case, yeah, I was that man of bongo, of those hip hop music, but now it was a miss out.
Yeah,
it was a miss out. I was not there before in that, but now there is this thing that drove me to that field. The friends that I used to work with now, they are the ones who used to introduce me to that. Nakumbuka pale high school kuna ma entertainment now.
Sure.
That hour now, watu wakienda church service. Like but then I remember very well, instruments za shule hazikuwa okay, and pale enta iko imeshika
mzuri kwanza, beats za enta wacha
beats zinadunda tu kundunda. I just, those friends that we were working with, these are my classmates, tulikuwa tunasoma now, they were going there. Sasa we just went there, tukaanza kupiga ngoma. But you know, that's something that is in you. Hata kama you miss out in a way, there is something that is in you.
Yeah, sure.
There is that music that hit you much. Yeah. Even if you dance that lyric music, your hip hop, kuna kitu ambayo if you like music, kuna music yenye unapenda zaidi ya hiyo. Hata kama bando haijachipuka, it is in depth in you. Sasa nilikuwa napenda hizo ngoma tu bando, lakini ile kuzuazua, ile ujana, ile utoto inatucollect tu, inatupeleka huko. But later on, we held a rally in the school, fortunately.
Wow.
A minister of God now came and just was giving us story concerning those hip hop music. And was like giving us story of a certain girl that was a best worshiper in the church, but she did not go out of those musics. She used to listen them. But now as chance came in the church still, because of those people that were inspiring him, like Kina Diamond, akiwa naona hiyo ako too fit, she feels good. She was now in that hizo mambo bando sijapona, like you know when it's singing
all that so it's like telling us before it was transformed from the bongo music back to this now worship, the worshiper he made some kind of it was in a rally, that is, and a man of God was inspiring them and telling them that the kind of this thing, that the kind of music he's listening to, there is the thing that is inspiring them back there. So he was like, okay, so this is what happens to people who listen to this kind of music. As we said earlier, I used to listen to the music and I used to follow what they say, you see?
Sure.
So he was drawn from this music back to God, so the thing of God, right?
Sure.
So it's because he was running into God, that is when you met the man of God and he taught you about this music and this other form of music. You see?
Really?
So telling me that deep in you ulikuwa na worship ndani yako.
Yeah.
Lakini bongo na reggae zilikuwa zimeoutdo worship.
Zilikuwa zimeoutdo
So
worship.
So ikaanza kuchipuka.
Yeah.
What happened now?
No, when he's teaching, now he's giving that story of that worshiper lady in the church. Now she was worshiping. It was in a rally, the same way. And now she went to the platform. She was a lean song. And when now she's leaning, she immediately changed the dancing style, and she was drawn to that dancing. Yeah, wale wase wa hip hop music, and when she's dancing, she's doing exactly what they do, because now that thing it obsessed her mind fully.
All that. So you mean that if the kind of music that we listen to is the kind of music we absorb and become exactly what we listen to.
Yeah.
That is the dance movie watch, that is what you come and start dancing like those people.
Yeah.
So whatever you reflect in the public, it tells us what kind of music you've been feeding in the private,
Sure.
right? So it's kind of kile kitu mtu anasikiza huko kwa nyumba yake akiwa amejificha, hata akikuta huku mbele yetu siku moja tu itachipuka, uone whatever they feed on.
Yeah, it exactly sprouts, and people will be able to read. And this one now was very serious, because that was a very great level of obsession in that lady. And now, because she and this person that she followed, in that she could do exactly what she did. Hairstyle anatengeneza kama yeye.
Na tuko na watu kama hao, by the way. Nimeona, wacha kwanza nikwambie, let me cut you short.
Yes.
Nimeona watu kwa hii life yenye tuko 21st generation, kwanza hapa campus, tuliingia na mtu tu ananyoa nywele, stone face, you know, stone face.
Yeah.
So maybe they started listening to Lucky Dube, for example,
Sure.
and they're like, Lucky Dube ni ule wa marasta, si ni kweli? That person by now wako na marasta kubwa zinafika huko, and you're like, what happened to this person?
Yeah.
Kumbe the kind of inspiration they are getting from the music, number one, they want to become the musician.
Yeah, they
Number
want to
two,
be that Lucky Dube now.
they want to be the Lucky Dube.
They are inspired.
Oh, they're inspired to be like Lucky Dube.
Yeah, they inspired to be like him. So lazima kwanza watengeneze nywele ndio tujue sasa wewe ni msee wa reggae. Aude hizo mandred, aude hizo zianguke huku. Tusikie sasa is the real Lucky Dube. And this person will come, by the way, akona content ya hizo manyimbo, anajua hizo ngoma, and he would like to play them like Lucky Dube. The way
So that tells me again that for me to become the great worshipper that I want to be, lazima nisikize hiyo ngoma ya worship mzuri mpaka ingie ndani yangu. Kama nasikiza, for example, I love Ada Hey Moses. So kama nataka kuwa kama Ada, lazima nimsikize vizuri. Nianze kufuata venye anafanya. Kama anaombanga kila siku, naomba kila siku. Because those who are listening to Lucky Dube, that is what they do. So guys, that tells us that from my friends, what I'm grasping from the information is giving me is that take care of what you listen to. Choose wisely what you listen to, because the music that you listen to is going to inspire you. It is going to feed your mind. It is going to feed whatever you're having until you start behaving like those people, for example. You see? So Ken, so out of the worshipper you've become, what would you like to tell these people about the music you're listening to? For example, who is your gospel artist mwenye unapenda sana so far that inspires you so much?
Gospel music, musicians that inspire me. I listen to there is this lady, Victor Orenze.
Oh, Victor Orenze. Orenze. Guys, mmesikia Orenze? Ingia online YouTube, tafuta Victoria Orenze. She's a nice woman of God.
She drives me much, and she's very inspirational. I listen to that music and I'm feeling like there are various people like Nathaniel Bassey that are doing the same thing.
Thank you, Nathaniel Bassey. You get that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the people that I listen to, and like to the level that I am in now, there are things that I desire much. Number one, what would life us to eradicate the mess that we are in? It is a desire that we have. Number one, if we realize who we are,
I realize who I am.
Self-realization will lead us to desire. What are we desiring? When you realize, sasa mimi Shaz, useme wewe Shaz, who am I? Who do I want to be?
I'm a worshipper.
You are a worshipper. You want to be a worshipper. You want to touch nations in worship. You want to go that you make sure this music has reached the world through worship.
True.
You cannot grow by yourself. There is no what? Hakuna mtu ni highland.
That lives alone.
You need those people. But you need those people that are doing well in this field then. You need those people that have done well in worship songs.
Oh, now that I love worship, so I should not begin listening to bongo because I don't want to be a bongo music artist. So if I love worship, that is what I am meant to be. So I listen to worshipers. Thank you for that, Ken.
Yeah, that is not what I'm referring to as self-realization. Where do you want to go? When you realize yourself, it is when you work towards overdoing that thing that we are missing out in. Because most of us kama youth, tuna miss out sababu hatujui sisi ni kina nani. We have not realized ourselves fully in any field. Sasa sisi we are just but walking people too hivyo. Hata ukiulizwa wewe unaenda wapi, hujui unaenda wapi. Second thing that is missing us out, we have the friends that we are working with.
The kind of friends.
The friends that we are working with, the kind of friends. We have not made a decision to come out of multitude. tunataka tu kukua kwa ile group ile inaitwa Mbogi. Tunataka Mbogi.
Kama Mbogi ni ya hip hop, hata unaingia kwa hip hop.
Kwa hip hop.
So huwezi jitoa hapo useme mimi ni wa worship au ni wa hip hop.
Yeah.
So you should get yourself out of the group.
You get yourself out of the group and match to the group that you want to become.
Oh, so groups ziko kadhaa.
Yeah.
Kuna hii ya hip hop,
kuna ya worship,
kuna
ya hip hop, kuna ile ya reggae like kuna hii ya worship hapa. And now as per you, you are a worshiper. You want to be realized.
Thank you for the
You have realized that one. Now you cannot walk with a huyu msee wa hip hop. Atakwambia nini? These things cannot match.
So two things.
Yeah.
So guys, let me give you a glimpse of what he's saying. Number one, you realize yourself. So if you realize that you're a worshiper, you get out of the group ya Mbogi ya hip hop, unaingia kwa Mbogi ya worshippers. Sure. So that you get inspired by worshippers, people who are like you, right? Yeah. Do you have something else to add? We have now the realization, and then we have getting out of the group and merging into the group that matches who you are.
Yeah, sure. Now, the other thing, we are being overflooded by multitude.
Yeah.
People today, especially youth when you now, they want to do what other people are doing.
You nailed it.
Naenda napata msei amepaka dye. I don't want to know the essence of that dye. Napiga mstari. For most of my boys, sisi my boys tunaenda pale tuna watch ball, tunakuja tunaona jamaa amepiga mstari nywele, jamaa amechora tattoo mwili, and we want to make the same thing. But we don't. Still we have God yes in us. Still we have realized our feelings that we are going to once in the field. But now tumeona yule msee sababu mimi ni msee wa Neymar.
Mane.
Ninaangalia Mane sasa. I like the way that man anatosi hiyo mpira. I like the doings that anafanya hapo, vitu kwa anafanya kwa field. Na sasa nataka kukua kama Mane. The same thing we have spoken in music. Sasa naanza kuunda manywele kama Mane, kama ako nazo. Yeah. Naanza kutengeneza tattoos kwa mwili kama.
Hold that. Guys, I think he's trying to give you a glimpse of what you're going to handle next. So for today, we've talked about the music and how it's really affecting us, and the kind of music that you listen to is the kind of music that inspires you.
Sure.
So for today, guys, we've talked about music, and you know, he has talked about the group, the tattoos, all those things, the people we follow and all that. So in our next video, that is what we are going to address. Thank you for giving them a hint. It's going to really help them.
Sure.
So I would like to give my friend here a last chance to even tell you something small, as he asks you to subscribe to this channel of mine because he's a blessing to this generation. Thank you guys. Hear from Ken the last words as we get to the end of this.
Thank you. Well, I can say now, we kama youth tunahitaji kujirealize. Like now we have almost every youth that can that best phone, that smartphone we are getting in social media platforms, to go Instagram, to go Facebook. Let us monitor that which we are doing in there. These groups, they have good things that can nurture us to become good people, that can help us grow much. But now it depends na vile tunazitumia. Kutumia matumizi ndio ina matter sana. We can use these places to get vitabu tunasoma. We get inspirational speakers, people who can make and deliver our lives from the situations that we are in, people who can mentor us. Hata kama hatuwapati, we can set role models from those people. So what I would like to tell us, guys, let us subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Subscribe to this
Hapa
channel.
tutawafunza mambo moto moto. You will be getting a lot of things that can inspire you, that can help you come from that thing hata zenye hujui. By the way, you can be doing something that you don't know whether you are supposed to be doing it, whether it is good or wrong, but you will find some hint here hapa kwa Shaz. Hakuna kitu kingine, mambo zitakuja mzuri. Thank you for this time. God bless you.
Thank you.
I want to be with you.
It's all my pleasure.
Yeah.